Hi there, what's up? My name is Leigh and welcome to my channel. I'm a cruelty-free YouTuber and today I created this makeup look that you're seeing right now with your very eyes. I love it so much. I can't even describe how much I enjoyed doing this. So if you want to see what I used and how I achieved this look, just keep on watching. So my brows are done and my shadow primer is on, and I'm just gonna start with my eyes for today. I am gonna use my single shadows. These are the ones I have left after basically decluttering like half of my single shadow collection, and I'm gonna go for purple today. I'm actually gonna start with my blush that I plan on using today. This is this blush from Makeup Geek. It's super old. It's called Secret Admirer. So I'm gonna take it on this fluffy brush from Essence and just start to build my shape up. And I'm gonna start in this inner corner right here, and I'm also gonna go pretty far out here. Next, I'm taking this brush from Juvia's Place and the shade Funny Face from Suva Beauty. This came in the Cupcakes and Monsters palette. And I'm just going to intensify the inner part of my crease right here and build this shade up a little bit. I'm building this up little by little just because I don't want this to be too deep. So now I'm taking it on the outer part of my lash line and feathering this part out. Now I'm taking Eris from Colourpop, which is more pastel, and with the first brush that I used to put the blush shade on, just going to diffuse it a little bit. Now I'm gonna take the shade Hear Me Out from Colourpop, which is just like my skin tone basically. Sorry, my fridge just started to be loud and it's right next to me, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to buff a little bit of this, like right on the perimeter, just to finalize the blend. Next up, I'm gonna take the shade Pillow Talk, which is this gorgeous shade from Makeup Geek. And on a flat brush, I'm just going to put it on my lid. Kind of in a diagonal line, which is like the space I left for it. And this brush is completely dry, so I'm going to coat this on both sides of the brush. I don't really like dipping in a wet brush into the eyeshadow, so I like to put the eyeshadow on first, and now I'm gonna wet the brush. I'm gonna use my KVD setting mist. I just want to intensify the lid, like the lash line. I don't really like, I like the fade that I have over here. So this is what we have so far for the eyes. Now I'm going to start my leopard print. So for the first part of my leopard print, I'm going to use this shade from the Zulu palette. It's just the purple shade, and my pencil brush from Colourpop. And I'm not going to wet it for now, but maybe I will have to later. And I'm going to dot this. And of course, it's a leopard print. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to use my setting spray just because I feel like some of these blobs are a little bit powdery. Now for the fun and terrifying part, I'm going to use this little art brush and this Suva Beauty liner in the shade Aztec, which is a purple. It's actually pretty deep. I do want it fairly defined, so if it's not going to be dark enough, I am going to go over it with a black, which will make this a crackling mess, but I am an optimist, so I'm going to start with the purple first because that's the ideal in my opinion. So I'm just gonna wet it with some setting spray. I don't know if you're familiar with this product, but basically it's water activated. It's called a Hydra liner, Hydra as in water. or hydration, I don't know. So I'm gonna keep it fairly watery, just to make it a little bit easier for me to draw. Whew, okay. This is like the perfect graphic liner because it doesn't need to be precise at all. Like, it's basically a bunch of squiggly lines. Whatever you do at this point, it's fine. Yeah, I think this, like the purple, was a good choice for me. And now, the fun part, well, this is all the fun part, honestly, but now I just fill in the blank with just some dots and blobs. This product dries so matte, I love it. I'm gonna wet it a bit more. If you do sweat, then just using a setting spray is gonna make it a little bit more long-lasting. So now I'm going to wait for it to dry a little bit, just because I don't want to smear it over my hood, like my hooded eye. I love it so much. Look how far we've gone. Like, look how we started and where we are going to end up. So I'm just gonna do this very quickly on the other side. Not too quickly, don't want to make some mistakes, but you know what I mean. So I did my skin, like my face makeup, and my fridge still hasn't stopped working, so I'm just gonna push through this. So yeah, I put some concealer on, and I'm just gonna continue this print a little bit more underneath my eye, just because I feel like it's weird that it's like completely stopping here. Like, I just kind of feel like I need some more. I'm just gonna put some more dots right here. So I put a tiny bit more setting spray in my liner, and I'm just gonna squiggle away. Now I'm going to blush. I already have a bit of contour on, and I didn't bronze just because I kind of feel like I want my blush to be a little bit more draped today. So kind of don't see the point of bronzing where I'm intending to put blush, you know. This is, by the way, the small tapered brush from e.l.f., which I adore for blush. It's just so fluffy and small, like my face. Ah, my fridge, it stopped, thank God. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose and connect. Blushy. Everything is still messy behind me because I only had the chance to declutter my eyeshadows and my single eyeshadows, so like the palettes and the eyeshadows, and today I'm going to continue filming my declutter, so the mess is still going strong. I am going to use this highlight from Colourpop called Rocket Science, which is discontinued, I think, because when I wanted to link it in my sky, you know, the rainbow sky thing look I did, I couldn't find it on the Colourpop website. And I also couldn't find the Good Sport palette, which I used for my fox face tutorial, which was the last tutorial when you're watching this. So yeah, a lot of stuff gets discontinued, so that sucks. This is such a pretty highlight, and it's purple. For my inner corner, I want to put something a little bit bright. I'm going to the Ooh La La palette and to this shade called Tickled, and I'm just going to use my pinky. It's like a glittery, pinky, purpley shade. Very iridescent. It has like pink and blue, and it's just shifty and nice. My dog is like farting and snoring on the sofa right next to me, so if you can hear that, I swear it's not me. Yeah, this is lovely. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on like the lash line where I have my other shimmery shade, just to intensify the shimmer just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's not very noticeable, it's just a little bit glittery, like it's added something. I don't know, man. I love it. It's so fun playing with makeup. Okay, before I put on my lips and my lashes, I'm gonna put some setting spray. And the Suva Beauty, the liner, it's not gonna move just because I use the setting spray right now, but I am gonna wait for it to dry before I completely continue, because I don't want my eye movements to smear it just a little bit. After all, this is what I use to activate it, so it's exactly the same, but that makes it so easy to remove. You just use water, like water removes the liner completely. This is so much fun. So for my lips, I'm going to use this satin lip from Colourpop in the shade Fluke. It's not smelling the greatest. I can't use it, man. I can't bring myself to use it, so let's try something else. So again, I'm gonna use the lip color that I used in the rainbow eye tutorial. I'm gonna start with my concealer brush, like just a brush that I used to blend out my concealer. And I blocked out my lips just a tiny bit. I'm gonna re-intensify my highlight on my Cupid's bow. This is like my favorite highlight placement. If I had to choose one place that I have to highlight for the rest of my life and that's it, like nowhere else, it's gonna be here. Not the cheekbones, not the inner corner, like the Cupid's bow, I'm telling you. So I just put it in the inner part of my lips. I just smudged it a little bit, and now I'm gonna go over it with the Fenty gloss in the shade Fussy, which is a pink, but it's pretty damn sheer, so. I'm gonna put some mascara and I will be back for the big reveal. So I did put a white liner in my waterline, and I did put a little bit of that purple shadow in my inner corner, like just elongated it just a tiny bit, the purple shadow that I used in the inside part of the leopard print. So that's it. So this is the finished look. I love it. I love it so much. I'm just gonna take a bunch of pictures for my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, you might want to consider that. Tell me in the comment, please, what do you think? Would you do it yourself? Would you recreate it? Would you wear it out? I would live like this for the rest of my life. I love it so much. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!